Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine Live. I'm Catherine, and it's time for the January 2024 Creative Memories Virtual Crop Sketch number 2. I'm going to be working with the This Life collection, which is our newest collection, but y'all have voted, and it was a three-way tie. So everything this month is actually going to have two-page layouts because the collection that got the least votes, one of the two-page layouts spoke a little bit more to me for the vivid melodies. So that's kind of what I went with this time. Usually the one with the least votes gets one of the one-page sketches, but not the case this month, New Year. I don't know. I don't know if it's a rule. It's just kind of, I guess, one of my rule of thumbs, maybe, but I won't say it's a rule because we all know there really aren't that many rules in scrapbooking, and I don't follow very many of them anyways, which maybe is why you like seeing my interpretations of these sketches. So I will also let you know that if you do like the This Life collection, my Sketch With Me video, that'll be on the video tab for the This Life collection, will be out on Thursday. So keep an eye out for that one as well. I have a different one going up on Sunday on my YouTube channel. So let's get things switched over so you all can see what I am going to do with this sketch. And the collection, we're going to be working with a lot of polka dots this time. And I don't know if you all take a look at the Creative Memories blog, but they actually did a really cute Twister themed scrapbook layout with these dots. I'm not doing Twister, but I'm focusing a little more on our polka dots and the orange and purple today. Kind of went more with the color theme, I guess, if you will. Here's the sketch. Here are my interpretations. I always write down my mat sizes just so that way you all have a starting point if I've used any scraps or pieces on the pages. So I have the yellow dot page and the purple dot page. They both have the spatter effect on the back side of the page. This was from the, I think it's the tonal pack. Now that I mention it, I don't remember if it was called tonal per se or not, but we're going to go ahead and work on the left side of the page first, the orange sheet. And our border here is going to go along the bottom. So this does kind of follow the sketch a little bit. I'm going to have just a little bit of maybe a row of our polka dots down here showing at the bottom as well. So it kind of adds an extra little touch there. And then I have my 3 mats here, and I'm trying to remember how they went. Okay, I think they went like this. All right. Whew. It is kind of like putting a puzzle back together for me because I do plan out these layouts. And then when I get on live, I always am like, okay, let me just make sure I get these things back in the right places. Sometimes it comes to me a little quicker than other times. So I did pull out, okay, let's see. I pulled out 3 4x6 mats from our mat pack. These are 2 of them. These 2 have the purple front. One has kind of a diagonal stripe, and one has, I think, spatter look. So with the sunshine and the yellow waves on the back of that one. Let me go ahead and put these down. I'll show you the backs of my other one. And then this one is one of our 4.5 by 6.5 mats. It's more of a plain purple, and it does have the yellow on the back. But I really wanted to bring in the color from the opposite side of the page to this side of the page and vice versa. So I have a lot of yellow on the stack here. That's going to go into my mats on the right side of the page. Also, I pulled out some of our words here. I have unforgettable, I have memories, and I have wonderful. I am going to use some of our stickers with our tonal words from our embellishment pack. I don't know if they're tonal, they're just our words from our embellishment pack. And the sticker sheet for this collection, they have strips. It's divided into strips, and a lot of the stickers on the strips go together nicely. So I actually liked it that there was a yellow and a purple from these flowers. So I am going to kind of create a little title, but also with a little bit of a sticker cluster over here on my top left part of my page. I pulled out purple and yellow words. And then we're going to add our stickers as well. So there's that. And then I wanted to put our yellow with one of our blue and our purple with our other. But I'm going to go ahead and cluster these two. So I'm just going to put the little leaf behind the flower. And we'll have that one up at the top. And then I'm going to take the other large, actually I'm going to take this lighter one here, because then we'll put the other larger one at the bottom, and we'll put this one with our smaller one and our different leaf shape. So that way we can cluster together a similar cluster at the bottom. So here's a stem, here's our little flower, and I'm just basically putting them together. Oops, here we go. Trying to hold still, and I will hold the page up once it's done. We're just going to go ahead and angle these all downward. I want this to be, it's almost kind of like creating bullet points is what I was thinking for these three, because we have all the dots kind of in a row. We have our dots on our page, and I thought, this using the flowers in place of the dots to kind of create just some interest to this side of the page. We're going to go ahead and cluster this also, and we'll put it the same angle direction as well on our page. I guess I could have put the purple, and then the yellow in the middle with the yellow, but it's okay. I think it still looks cute. It still draws the eye up. In fact, I probably would have put this one at the top because it's darker and it would draw a little bit more, but I'm happy enough with how it looks. Hang on, my light is just ever so slightly too bright, so it's washing everything out. There we go. Now you can actually see it a little bit better with the mats and our dots going across the bottom. The strip of dots is 1.5 inches by 12 inches. I did use my cutting guide on my trimmer to make sure I didn't cut off any of these circles at the top or at the bottom. Bringing in my purple sheet now. With this set of dots is actually going to go at the top of this page, because I didn't necessarily want to do the same thing basically that I did on the last layout. The Showtime one, I kind of did it running both borders at the same point on the page. I like to show you all different things, so that's what I am doing. Let me see here. Okay, this one goes down here, and this one goes up here. Going across, this one is here, and this one's down here. Okay. So this is my other 4x6 mat. It has the yellow with the swirls. The backside has purple stripes. And then I also took one other 4x6 mat. I cut it in half for that way we could have our journal box on the page. It's the one that had the dots on the back. And then we also have the yellow grid paper that has the banners on the back. And that paper you're going to see on Thursday on the sketch with me. So keep an eye out for that. And then this one is our 4.5 by 6.5 mat. It has the purple on the back of that one. So let me flip these over so I can get them stuck down. And this one is, I think, just a quick and simple page to put together. Kind of going in with my nuts and bolts. A lot of what I usually do on pages. I use a lot of mats, and I like to keep it simple. So this one is definitely a good representation of me following a sketch, I guess, to put it more into my style, if you will. And I will show you the sketch again because I have a lot of They wanted a lot of smaller photos, and my other thing is I like to have the larger photos. I like to just be able to pop them on the page and move on with my scrapbooking. When I have a 3x3 photo mat, it's hard to cut down your photos to fit those. So make sure this is straight again. And here we go. Oops, I'm gonna have to move my journal mat down just a hair so I can get a little bit of space in here. Let me grab out my multi-purpose tool. Hooray! I'm so happy to have it back. I had to order a new one. There we go. Looks better having that little bit of purple in between. And then we also did have it's kind of like it's a coffee cup with a star and a tea bag. And the colors worked for our page. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on as well. It gives a little bit of interest down here on this side of the page. I'm going to add the extra little, in fact, I think I'm going to pop up I don't know if I can pop it up. Maybe we can add it so to the side here, so it kind of almost looks like it's a little handle. And then here's a little tea bag. I don't know if we want our tea bag hanging out of our cup. I think I'm just going to put that up there as something interesting on the page. All right, so right side of the page with our mats and our little coffee thing there. Let me move my tape runners out of the way and my multi-purpose tool. I'm going to bring back in the other side of the page, and then I'm going to show you the sketch again. This is it. All right, so there we go. That's done. That's our sketch number 2, interpretation. So here was the original sketch. So this side is probably a little bit closer, maybe, but I did flip the side that I put my mat on, and I used the larger mats, or the 4x6 mats, instead of doing 3x3 photos. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty well. I hope you all will join me again for my next live stream, which will be happening shortly. As soon as I get things turned over, I will be back on. Until next time.